Okay, I'm ready to read a goddamn freaking intro here.
All right.
All right. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome back to our first annual Oscar prediction cast. Here I'm thinking that maybe Mission Impossible 1 is gonna sweep, but I don't know.
Mission Impossible 5 was actually pretty good.
Did you know, I found out the other day, so I watched, I guess we're jumping right into it, because I need to talk about this, I'm passionate about it. I watched Batman vs. Superman last night.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and so I found out that the reason why, so in the Justice League movie, Superman has like a CG mustache, and I found out the reason why is because he was filming the new Mission Impossible movie, and they're like, no, you cannot shave your mustache to do reshoots, are you kidding me? Fuck Zack Snyder and DC. Just have the CG face. Anyway, it's the actual show. That's the intro.
Wait, his mustache was CG'd off of his face?
Oh, I gotta find a clip. Because this is.
Or they CG, because if they CG'd the mustache on, why couldn't they put a fake fucking mustache?
They CG'd it off. He had a mustache for Mission Impossible, and they were doing reshoots, and the Mission Impossible people were like, do not shave that mustache off.
But it would have been so easy for them to give him a fake mustache.
But does Superman have a mustache?
No.
No, the Mission Impossible people, he could have shaved it off, and then when they did their fucking reshoot bullshit, they could have put on a fake mustache, and everybody would have been happy.
Digitally removed.
Solved.
I want videos, people.
You always seem so caught off guard when I actually try and respond to your intro prompts. Like, they're interesting sometimes.
Justice League mustache.
Feels like he wasn't done in that one, so I was caught off guard. Like you were just screaming at him in the middle.
I'm sorry.
Mustache.
I don't know if it's true or not.
He said Mission Impossible 1 was going to sweep, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad we're talking about Mission Impossible 1, the movie that is kind of boring now that I think about it compared to the newer ones where he's heading up a plane.
I've never seen a Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I've never seen one.
Okay, the newer ones are actually quite good.
It has Timothy Cruise in it, right?
Yeah,
the man scares the shit out of me.
Tom Cruise. I was, sound, whoops, I'm gonna turn that down. I was at the supermarket today, or Safeway, and I was looking at the tabloids while I was checking out, and there was like, CIA raided the Scientology celebrity warehouse or something, and they had a picture of like Tom Cruise and John Travolta looking incredibly sad. Guy on the internet did a better job.
Doesn't Tom Cruise also have that contract clause where people can't appear taller than him?
Yes, and he is digitally de-aged in every single movie he's in.
Or
really?
Yes, or he's shot like 30 feet away from the camera. No, I don't want any of this.
The one Tom Cruise thing that got me is my old roommate had this full wall-sized Tom Cruise poster for some reason, and using this poster, he pointed out that Tom Cruise's teeth lines aren't lined up.
Yes.
So on his top, it's
yes.
like the middle centered.
Also, I know that it's probably Andrew, but I really want that to be Mitch, who has the poster.
It's Andrew.
And the videos give me a instant Justice League. So what's going on while I'm finding this Justice League clip? What's going on in your guys' lives?
Well, speaking of weird celebrity things, we discovered that Megan Fox has weird toe thumbs.
Weird toe? Ooh, like my brother Paul toe thumbs, or what are we talking here?
Like thumbs that look like toes.
Mm-hmm.
She does indeed.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
We were not aware of that.
So
it's definitely the most important thing going on in our lives right now, though.
Pretty much.
So I found this video. It's called "How the CGI Looks on Henry Cavill's Mustache in Justice League," and as far as I can tell, it is just a minute and 22 of this. It's got 2 upvotes and 187 downvotes, and it's just a still image of this fucking clip.
Did you try Screen Rant?
What is it? This thing?
Yeah.
All right, we're stealing from Screen Rant now. This is the thing we're doing. Oh, look at this Chevrolet ad. Just gonna go ahead and avoid that.
Hell yeah.
So it's the dangers.
Planet.
The dangers of streaming like this and taking videos from YouTube is that occasionally something will show up, and if I do get dinged for that, they're like, you know what? Maybe this isn't suitable for advertisements. What the fuck is happening here? Not that anything ever was, but Screen Rant. Just show me a clip. I don't care, Ryan Jorge. I don't care.
Fuck.
We're CGI. Okay,
well,
well,
I see
I'll
some
give them
mustache.
that.
I just want the guy. Okay, because here he is in the movie with the mustache.
It's looking damn fine. Oh.
But there's a scene. Oh, show me that. Did you see him? Yeah. Okay, this is pointless. This is nothing. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, I streamed yesterday, and I streamed a bunch of trash Wii games, or I tried to, because I had a deal set up with the person on Facebook Marketplace. You ever do dealings with the Facebook Marketplace?
I have, actually.
God, that's a bizarre place indeed.
One might call it a bizarre place, as in a B-I-Z.
Oh, that's good. It takes me back to the Aladdin times with the bizarre. But I just every now and then I'm on there and I see certain things like you get the import stuff. It's like, oh, stud finder.
My bad.
Am I a stud? Like import pops, import stuff, import snacks you can't get in Canada. And this one fucking guy I worked with, and went to high school with, he'll go in. I won't name some names, but he's aggressively communist and he's gone insane. He's also
Does it start with an R?
Starts with an R. He's also an insane Smash Brothers Melee player.
Okay,
So
I know who it is.
every time you see like import sodas and stuff, he's like, "Do you have cum flavor?" And he'll go in there and he'll start trolling about how the marketplace is like just give stuff for free because of communism. And I'm like, But then also you get stuff where there was one earlier where it's a woman. She's like, "Hey, I'm having a baby. I need a bunch of baby stuff," and then she just posted a selfie of herself and nothing else. And I'm
Was
like,
she hot?
I mean, objectively, I'm not really sure I can say, but it was just a
Would you
selfie.
call her a MILF?
She looked like she was 16, so
Oh.
yeah, not really gonna speak to that too much.
I
Either
mean,
way,
if she said she's pregnant, then it's like MILF in progress.
the loading
Depends
bar.
on the age.
Loading bar is like loading, MILF in progress. Jesus Christ!
I was trying to be funny, okay.
Oh, I haven't
I
even introduced you, Chuckle Fox. Who we got here today? What's going on with you guys? Me?
Me.
Another person.
You're my
that
favorite
guy
bunch of anonymous nobodies. We were gonna have Graham on here, and in fact, I garnered a bunch of speech topics to revolve around him because he. Well, let's just get one topic out of the way immediately.
Okay.
I don't think we can angry react as much as he can.
I don't understand why he's so angry about that.
Graham, so it is, for anyone involved, it is Saturday, March 10th, and if you look at that, just kind of spell it out, it kind of looks like Mario, right? March 10th, Mario.
We got the Mario Kart Google Maps for today?
Oh yeah, that's a thing. I'll let me pull it. Yeah, I'll pull it up right
if you
now.
go on Google Maps and do like the directions from where you are, it actually is Mario on the Mario Kart going around doing the driving.
So yeah, being that it's March 10th today, and Graham hates Mario for some reason. I think it's kayfabe, but I don't know for sure.
Are you sure it's because he can't beat the world record in 64?
Maybe that too. I'm surprised he even like bothers just to speedrun that game if he hates it so much.
Yeah.
But
It's the principle.
it's the principle of the damn thing. Oh, look at here he goes. Look at that fucking happy boy going. Woohoo! Look at me go. Yay! It's a me, a fucking Mario. Woo!
It's a good impression.
Yeah, so I did end up buying that Wii from the person on the marketplace to play a bit more trash games now. Okay, this person didn't. So this person was selling this Wii for $20.
All right.
They did not disclose how much was coming with this Wii because it came with 4 Wii Motion Plus Wiimotes, 2
Decent.
nunchucks, all of the stuff. Plus, I got Wheel of Fortune.
Wow.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah,
I think
that's-
Wii is really fun. I
that's
like
a
it
good
as a
deal.
system. It's outdated as fuck now, but it's fun at parties.
Dude.
I don't know.
The Wii I was using to stream last night, it's so old that it doesn't read discs very well. And when I so it's silent when it runs up normally, but if you put a disc in there, it starts to sound like a car engine.
Wow.
Such that it was audible on the stream when I was streaming Billy the Wizard. And I did get Billy the Wizard to work, but no other games would run.
That sounds like you need to buy the Wii disc cleaner.
The Wii
Or
disc
it's not disc cleaner, it's a lens cleaner. It's a disc specifically made to clean out the inside of the Wii when there's issues running it.
Because it's that, and also if I try to boot up any virtual console game or any other app that's not the Me channel will not work on this thing. Yeah.
That's probably why it was $20.
That sounds
No, my old Wii.
That
okay.
kind of stuff actually does happen with like the lens issues they had.
Really?
You should try getting that out. One of my friends, Savvy, had the exact same thing happen where literally putting a disc in or doing anything would actually hard crash the Wii.
Well, I do now seem to have a newer make Wii that kind of bypasses this problem. And all the save data I have, I don't really care.
Oh, the
to
one
get
you
it
bought on
off.
the marketplace is not the one that was crashing?
No. The one that's crashing is my old one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get you.
This one is shiny and black and new and fantastic.
Oh,
and
it's
I-
a black one.
Nice.
yeah. So now I have like more Wiimotes than I'll ever possibly need, a lot of nunchucks, and
What was that game we were trying to play on the
Wacky
weekend?
Races.
Wacky Races, which we can now play.
Yeah, because I have 2
Nice.
nunchucks. I can bring them over.
That's a good.
Nice.
That's a good video game.
Hey, so speaking of electronics repair, have you guys ever stuck like a pin into your iPhone charging port? Because there's a lot
Yes.
more in there than you would think.
I've actually had to clean this thing actually. So currently, is the second or third time I've had to clean out the charging port because it just stopped charging. I have an iPhone 6. I found anything with a lightning cable just does not charge. Like the charge port just gets dumped real
Yep.
bad.
I'm really curious as to if my old phone could just use like a little quick cleaning.
The last phone I had, I got really upset because I listened to a lot of music, and like I just couldn't get the headphone jack to work. And it ended up that there was about half a centimeter just clogged dust and lint and stuff in the headphone jack. Cleans it out and worked fine again.
Wow.
It's unfortunate because like I work in a dirty shop, like a lot of dust, a lot of dirt and that sort of thing. So I put
Just
my
tape over it.
Well, I put my phone in a Ziploc bag whenever I'm not using it because I have
Okay.
Bluetooth headphones, so I don't have to worry about that. But it's at the point now where using my phone, if I don't plug it in, I will go from 100 in the morning to about 20 by the time I get home. Which, like, I get maybe an hour total break time with an hour or half hour, then 2:15s, and I don't really think you should go down to 29 after just like an hour of use.
Look, man, I have the same problem.
Yep. I had to buy a new battery on my phone because I was getting 15 minutes maybe, which is ridiculous for a phone that's only a year old.
Every Android I've had has had battery problems, and now, like, I think every phone I've had has had battery problems, because now this iPhone is just like, the battery is not great.
iPhone and Apple is trash.
I'm starting to think all phones are trash.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm going to
Yeah.
become communisms. What?
I'm holding high hopes for the Google Pixel 2.
I'm probably gonna get that in like very, very shortly.
I was eyeing
Will.
the Galaxy 9 when I was at the mall earlier.
So,
Just because it's metallic lilac purple.
Michael
damn.
Michael
Fair
Gust
point.
came home yesterday with a new phone. It's, I think, a Galaxy 8 or something.
Oh, he finally upgraded.
Yeah,
after he broke my phone.
He held me hostage and made me look at his Snapchat story after he aggressively broke into the room while I was streaming and then featured me in his Snapchat story.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
No, so Michael's had a bit of a bad track record with phones, and
Yep. Every
he
6
ends
months.
up with my old phone, and then it got destroyed.
It seems like every 6 months he has a different phone. It's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, I love that guy. Keep better care of your phones. Also, your laptop battery's right here, and I've been kind of like, man, I should hide this thing. I'm holding it in my hand. Either way.
If he ever listens to this stream, he'll know.
Well, good news is, again, we joke about it, but nobody. In fact, hey, look at this. I mean, I have been meaning to check the download stats for the podcast, but now I can just go to twitch.com/myself, which I think I closed the window for.
Wow.
Whap. And, well, I did close the window, so that's unfortunate, but I could have just gone to Twitch and just checked out, see how many people are streaming us right now.
Does that mean you're not streaming?
No, I stream through OBS, which is a separate program, and then
Gotcha.
it streams directly to the thing, and I have 0 watchers currently. Hell to the yeah.
Graham, where the fuck are you?
Yeah, Graham, where the fuck are you? Not here, apparently.
Busy boy.
What about the fuck?
Maybe he's got a date.
Ooh. Well, maybe.
I've never heard of him going on a date.
Neither have I. But
Listen, he put on pants. The world is his oyster now.
He put on pants?
dude, his
yeah,
His
remember?
haircut's
Yeah.
so slick.
Pants.
The
He went
jacket.
from like
Now you got a nice haircut.
he went from like good looking to like actually with the new hair and stuff. He looks so slick. And
Yeah.
Solid,
the jacket,
true.
the haircut, and the pants was a very good look for him.
Yeah,
What's the
he
jacket?
put a little
He was wearing like a
up
green,
on
like a
little
kind of like
cutie.
army drab green
Sounds great.
jacket. Yeah,
no,
like
like
just a
he
windbreaker.
wasn't bad before, but he took it to the next level where he's actually like pretty fine now.
He just looked like a dumb straight boy before, but now he looks like a a passable straight boy.
I heard street boy, so I'm like street rat, but then I
Yeah.
realized you said straight boy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the straight rats. Fuck.
Oh, warriors!
So, having seen Batman vs Superman now, I'm kind of like, all right, I've seen Man of Steel, I've seen Batman vs Superman. I should probably get around to watching Wonder Woman and then Justice League, just in case.
Wonder Woman, solid.
I've
Justice League, haven't seen it. Don't plan on it.
Well, I've been hearing a lot of things because a lot of people are saying that Justice League was the death knell for Zack Snyder's DC universe.
Sick.
Aquaman is still filming, but apparently I think the Flash
Still
movie,
filming?
yeah, the Flash
Jesus
movie,
Christ.
because it was filming during Justice League. Like Justice League came
And
out,
before,
and Aquaman,
yeah.
Aquaman was kind of like I think it's 75% done or something. But apparently the Flash movie and the Cyborg movie have been shelved for now.
It's probably a good call.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of worried because. Listen, I have no sympathy for Zack Snyder. I think he's made a lot of bad movies that I've never particularly liked. But with the tragedy of his daughter dying and his movies being bad, kind of can't really weigh very good on his conscience lately. So,
I didn't hear about his daughter dying. It's
well,
unfortunate.
the funny thing is, and I'm saying funny, there's nothing funny about it, but there was a rumor going around where Zack Snyder quit the movie after his daughter committed suicide. And then Joss Whedon came to do the reshoots. There was a rumor, and particularly, I think, with mean-spirited rumor that's been, like, it's been confirmed fake, that someone's like, yeah, Zack Snyder was fired, and then his daughter committed suicide, and it was all bad timing. You're like, no, I don't think that's real, and I think you're maybe just
Yeah.
trying to create a headline there. Either way, I don't know anything about the guy, and he made 300 in the Watchmen movie, and I don't like either of those, but it's unfortunate. Still, Justice League isn't a good movie.
The one Superman I've heard was actually very good was the Superman appearing and crossing over in Supergirl.
Yeah, no, they had...
Apparently he was, nice, friendly.
The fucking thing about the TV DC stuff is that, so, they had a Flash crossover with Arrow, the TV show, the Flash TV
Right.
show crossover. Mind you, the Flash in the movies and the Flash in the TV, two different actors, two different totally separate canons. the Arrow Flash crossover apparently was like had a better reception and better engagement than the Justice League movie. And James is like, yeah, totally different Superman, totally different actor cast as Superman to crossover, or not crossover, just to be in Supergirl, and he just shows up like, what are you doing?
I heard he was one of the best, if not the best Superman, though.
Better than the guy, George Newbern. Is that
the guy in the wheelchair?
No, that's I forget his name, but no,
Chris something.
I forgot. I make jokes about him all the time, but it's not funny, but I do. But George Newbern's the animated Superman.
Look, when you ride a horse, something bad's gonna happen.
It's true. Dude, horses are terrifying.
Yeah.
They have 5 fingers.
What?
Yes.
I really like how horses became this weird meme level of, like, eldritch horror. Like, I don't know where it came from, but I agree.
Well, we looked at these things, these weird spaghetti-like ungulates, and we're like, those are going to be our best friends one day. Fuck dogs.
I feel like it came from horse girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
And horse girls.
Country girls make do.
Oh. It's not the fact that the corn is just kind of there, but the drip off the corn is what makes it like.
Oh, you don't have to go into it.
But then I saw a dildo that has corn ribs on it, so it's like.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's hard to be a pain in the ass to clean.
Literally.
Oh, good one. Good one. Did you have corn? Well, you will.
Have you guys seen that new dating sim mobile app? That's it's like all the dating games, like the one with the birds.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, let me find
You know
it.
what I'm talking about?
Let me find it.
My Horse Prince or whatever it is.
Oh,
What?
Horse
It's a game about where this horse is trying to date you.
And he's just a fucking horse.
My Horse Prince on the Apple Store.
Like,
He's not just a horse.
He's
He's
got a
not,
human
like-
head.
All right.
got a human head.
Consider this a free promo, guys. Can I open this fucking picture?
I would play this.
Guess not.
Well,
Would
Do you want a carrot?
Oh, it's free? Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's free.
live play? If I had a Mac, I'd play this right now.
It's on Android too.
Well, I mean, like if I had a Mac, I
download it
could
on my
screen
phone
share it. But
literally right now.
look at this guy. Look at him.
He's so beautiful.
What a nightmare.
what the fuck?
There was a picture I saw on Tumblr that
need
just
to
she was
talk
just
to me.
photoshopped into, and then people were able to like backtrack it to this game, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty.
I'm not spoiled, but like I have no idea. Maybe the ending is she turns into a horse.
I
Who
hope
knows?
so. But, like, she has,
It's actually
like,
supposed to be a really
lady
long game.
legs, but, like, a horse front.
You know, I
Yeah.
hear that if you're kissed by a horse, you turn into one.
Oh.
He's like a centaur, except like
Age of Sagittarius.
the head part's higher up.
Yeah.
Also, if a frog saved your life, you will become one as
You
well.
fuck the
Oh,
frog.
Yeah, it's true.
Sarah, now I'm imagining a centaur, but like it's all human parts, so like the legs are all human feet.
Oh,
But
James,
it's just like
yeah, I have a picture to show you then. Don't mind me. Let me find this
Which
wonderful
way does he
picture.
wear his pants, though, is a real question.
Like a minotaur.
Do age.
I love
of
that
the
how you wear the
centaur.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of the
did that
Centaur.
bit really identify
Show me a
with you?
picture of the meaty meaty boys. The meaty meaty boys. Fallout Wiki.
Meaty boys.
The Nukapedia. Where is it? Show me.
What?
Here we go.
Fallout?
Yeah, because James is talking about the centaurs that are human bodies, and I'm like, man.
I've never seen that in
Well,
Fallout.
oh god.
Although I didn't play any of the DLC for Fallout 4.
They're in all of them, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like this one's from Fallout 3.
Interesting.
This is a centaur from Fallout 3.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Lovely.
I remember them.
I love those guys.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah. Well,
spooky.
honestly, if we're talking about body horror human centaurs, that's basically what it would look like.
And I mean, they're kind of like the doggos before there was mutant hounds.
Yeah.
Sarah, this is my favorite of those memes.
Oh, meme sharing. If I had a way for that to get on
Why,
screen,
James? Why?
if I had a way to get that on screen, how would that be? Because if we're
It's
just
okay, not on screen.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
Not safe for podcast. NSFP.
So, have you guys seen Goatsy?
Unfortunately,
I don't...
Does the dog open his ass using
Oh, right.
Yeah.
his front paws or his back paws?
oh.
Hey,
I'm-
Someone shared this on Facebook, which is why I saw it, and
I got a fun question for all of you now that I got you here.
Yeah,
Go
okay.
ahead.
All right. Okay. We're all familiar with the straw, right? The wonderful device, the straw.
yeah.
Yeah.
How many holes does a straw have? 1 or 2?
2? 1. 1. It's one continuous hole.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? Got some answers?
Alright, but if you plug one up, there's still another hole. So I'm gonna say 2.
Now, this is an interesting concept I hadn't considered yet, because I was always on the one hole train, because it is a single object with one straight through line.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
can-
still a hole, even if you cover one side.
Yeah, if you cover it, it's not a sphincter.
Thanks.
Like, even if it's one continuous hole, if you cover one side, it's still a hole.
Like, we're one hole. Because
I'm-
they're connected with sphincters, which have tiny holes.
Think
Yeah,
about-
but you would describe your mouth as being a different hole.
I
than your
wouldn't describe my
asshole.
mouth as a hole.
Why not? That's what it is.
It depends on how you consider it, though. If you're talking about holes as openings, then there's obviously two.
This
If you're
is-
thinking of holes as like an entity, there's one.
This
I
just
was thinking
reminds
a hole
me.
is just an opening.
This just reminds
This
me
just
of the
reminds
fucking.
me of Shia LaBeouf.
No, this reminds me of the fucking Tumblr post where people are talking about how they're like how they're literally one connected thing, and someone didn't realize that the anus is the ass, and it's a big old thing. Anus ain't my ass, dude.
Or dogs, or hot
Anyway.
dog sandwiches.
If I may bring up this wonderful poll by Austin Creed, seems like we're in agreement that the straw has one
Okay.
hole.
That's closer than I'd like.
though.
Yes, it is closer than I'd like, and 12
Hey, Spitfire.
1,200 people voted on that.
12,000 people.
Sorry, I don't know how to count math. Anyway, thanks, Austin. Keep wrestling. I love this guy. Wonderful Austin Creed. Anyway, you want to get into some news?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
hit it.
All right. I don't know if to bring up something bad or something fun first.
Bad.
Okay. Well, I closed it. I closed the tab. I was gonna
Control
Shift
Shift T.
Did I do it? I didn't do it. There it is. All right.
Yeah.
Who has seen the new posters for Ready Player One?
No.
No.
Oh God, they're all bad. They're all really
Oh, no.
bad, and not because they look like a classic thing from other movies. It's because the characters. This is like the first look we're getting at these characters, and the characters look really bad. I want a good gallery of all of them. This is not what I want.
Didn't that movie already come out?
New.
No.
Bottom
What am
line.
I thinking of?
Well, the book's been. We talked about it on a podcast
What's
last
that
time.
thing where it's like a first person?
Oh, VR chat.
No, it's like a movie and it's shot in first person.
Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We
of.
talked about this.
No,
yeah, we talked
it's
about Ready
just,
Player One.
I thought it was that big.
Apparently, Hardcore Henry's a good movie, but
I tried to watch
Apparently,
it.
the
and
theater
got
is much better.
Not close. Not very far in.
I want to see the bad posters, please. I want a gallery of all the bad posters, please. God,
So, is the movie stylized?
So the movie is animated to a degree.
Unfortunate.
There is the real world and there's the virtual world, and from what I'm understanding, the virtual world is not like actors in makeup, but it's actually mocapped 3D people.
Isn't
bad.
that like what Reboot was?
Yeah.
What?
That was
Recap
Zix.
was-
Remember Zix? Do you guys remember Zix?
No.
Does anybody remember Zix?
Mortal Kombat was mocap, though, wasn't it?
I don't know what Zix is.
Which Mortal Kombat? Like the games or the movies?
The movie. The games, I mean.
The games were mocap, but with that they're games, and you can kind of tell they're like a video game.
Yeah.
And like Mortal Kombat X and Injustice 2 and all these like the NetherRealm games look really good, whereas this movie, like there's something about the faces in this movie, and I wish I could.
Right, but does it look like Mortal Kombat 1?
I mean, it says
Oh,
click
you're
to
talking about the digitized sprites.
That's what I meant.
No, it's a very clear digital 3D animated look.
Oh, that's bad.
It's not like a mix of real life and.
It says click to enlarge images.
Where?
Up.
So you know it's
Down.
a good article when it references Gamergate.
Is there more? Oh yeah, I found out apparently Ernest Cline was like kind of a Gamergate guy. Yeah.
That's disappointingly low res.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think this is just like a stylized grit to it. I
Right.
want a gallery of pictures that show me how bad.
Because
they
that
are.
looks like someone crinkled it.
Yeah, like they're meant to look deliberately like nostalgic.
Bad.
There
It
was
looks like it's trying to be Back to the Future.
so the
Well, that's the point of that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like the point of the movie is he has a DeLorean and he has a
I had
DeLorean
no
with Knight
idea.
Rider on it.
I have no idea what
Remember
this
that
movie is
one,
about.
Generation Xers or whatever they are? I don't know. Ready Player One.
Good old
I
kid.
mean, I remember Knight Rider, so it's not that old. Got
I-
rebooted recently.
Dude, I make so many
Yes.
jokes about fucking Knight Rider that no one ever gets. Also, I'm just going to this straight up fantastic little thing here. Can I open this post particularly? Tumblr sucks, man, in trying to figure this sort of thing out. 'Cause
Hey, you know what else sucks? Yahoo.
Yahoo does suck. Because there's this photo set of the Ultimate Battle of Ultimate Destiny, and someone just captioned it as Ready Player One, and it looks yeah, there it is.
Is that the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny?
Yes. What did I
Okay.
say?
Ultimate Battle.
Yes, you're right.
Our
My
classic
apologies.
meme man, Neil Cicerega.
It wasn't him, really?
Yeah.
Yikes, that's fantastic.
Lemon Demon was him, and Harry Potter Puppet Pals was him.
Oh, I
Oh,
get it.
great, they're not
That's
even
trying to be
loading.
the Matrix.
Fuck
Okay.
you, videos.
Tumblr.
Okay, this is the post.
Oh.
So,
So we got Final Fantasy.
That's the Matrix, the first one.
this is Blade Runner. I don't know what this is.
Oh, the Lost Boys.
Okay. This is
Rambo.
Rambo.
fucking
Metal
greatest.
Gear Solid
Fucking
2.
no.
The Iron Giant.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that one.
Risky
Return
business.
to the Past.
That's risky business.
That's risky business.
Breakfast
Breakfast.
Club.
That's
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. But
Okay.
like you see what I mean? Where you look at this guy, and this is apparently the main character of this
Scorpion?
movie. This guy looks like Scorpion, and then it's followed up, punctuated with a nice little "Hell is real" right here.
Right on.
Yeah. It's just
Jesus. The gay.
I don't know what to think about Ready Player One, because I know it's pretty much a soulish, deliberate cash grab to like get your nostalgia money, but at the same time, I know that Ryu and a bunch of characters from Mortal Kombat are actually in it.
The book was supposed to be very, very good.
Well, you say that, but again, like I'm hearing a lot about Ernest Cline and how like he's kind of like a weird Gamergate guy, and literally like I read some people kind of say like if Ready Player One was not aimed at nostalgic men but rather aimed at nostalgic women, it would be reviewed like it was a piece of garbage. And how this sort of thing is kind of like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't give it the merit that if it is a well-written book, that's fine, but it probably does succeed exclusively on nostalgia and people craving that nostalgia rather than it just being a pretty good narrative through line. I can't say this for certain.
Me, so.
I haven't read it. I can't say this for certain. Either way, those posters look bad, and
Yes.
I'm kind of got a weird... I don't know.
So we're gonna go, is what you're saying?
We
might as well.
Yeah, probably.
Marcus Welby. It's going to make money anyway. We know that for sure. Good news, bad news, good news, bad news, great news.
Whatever's up.
Whatever's up.
Yeah.
All right, so to show you how odd I think this story is, this was posted on Event Hubs, which is where I go to get all my fighting game news. But here's the headline for you. Baby Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is not the original reincarnated, but he has been confirmed to be the son of the Groot. Hey, you like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
That guy's fucking dead.
fucking
This is a new
dead.
Groot now. This is...
Okay, but here's the thing. What if the Groot we all know and love is actually King Groot?
Is that a thing?
Look it up.
Because I know Groot comes from a planet of Groots. I know there's a bunch of different Groot aliens.
With him being a plant, though, that makes sense, though, because, like, if he exploded, but then, like, his seeds were everywhere, then he could grow new Groots.
Did explode a seed. You're right.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, I've kind of thought about this before, but then I immediately ignored that thought because it made me sad.
This is King Groot.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
About fealty. Swear fealty
Ugly.
to King Groot. He's got like a landmine in his hand. What is that?
His
No,
head
it's
looks
like
like
a
a
big
Viking
club.
helmet.
Yeah, he's a weird looking guy.
got
Oh,
a
he's in
club hand.
Contest of Champions, the video game.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Is that bad one we talked about?
It's the one that stole a bunch of assets from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. It's not enough that Marvel wants to torpedo Marvel vs. Capcom, just why not steal from Capcom anyway? So yeah, James Gunn's out there saying Groot's dead and this is his son, so I guess deal with that however you want.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, I have a question
Grootgate, what's up?
about the new Marvel movie coming out.
Infinity War?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
How are they going to fucking show all the main characters in it?
It's either going to be a really long movie or they're all going to have very little screen time.
So,
Alright.
Or
how
they're
much
gonna
do you know
have
about the actual
Probably
source
both.
material?
Not a whole lot.
So, having read some of the source material and reading over the plot, my expectation of what's going to happen is that the main character of the movie, unquestionably, is Thanos. It probably will actually be from his perspective as he goes around to collect the stones. So he'll go to Loki, try and get the stuff from the ship, see all those people, go to Earth, fight everyone off to try and do it. I expect it's going to be a lot of group fights as he goes to locations to get the stones. The end of the movie is probably going to be when he gets the last stone and makes the glove, rather than that being part of the plot.
That's interesting.
I will say, if we're trying to figure out like the shared screen time thing, I imagine a lot of these characters are not going to have individual scenes, but going to be as part of the
No,
group.
it's going to be group fights as Thanos goes to get them, I expect.
I feel like the MCU is just gonna fucking turn it on its head, and it'll be like Thanos will have like 10 minutes of screen time max.
That would suck.
Yeah.
I can see this one being his movie, and then the next one being everyone preparing to kick his ass.
But I mean, to be fair, they totally fucked around with Civil War.
I don't hate that, honestly. I think for the universe they made, like that's pretty alright. They're not because there's no mutants. They're not gonna have that mutant blow up that town. They're just gonna blow up a bunch of Wakandans, I guess.
Ooh.
That's how that movie starts. Is that the Avengers are fighting some terrorists and Scarlet Witch blows up some bomb that kills a bunch of Wakandans, which causes the King of Wakanda to go to the UN, and they blow up the UN and kills the King of Wakanda, which is why T'Challa becomes the King of Wakanda.
Yes.
I forgot all about that.
But they recapped it in Black Panther.
They did.
With
I
a news
don't-
story. Hey, speaking of Black Panther.
Like, sort of, but I don't really remember.
Are we gonna talk about Michael B. Jordan being so sexy that he broke a girl's retainer secondhand?
We can.
And he paid for it, yeah.
We can. Or we can talk about how Black Panther is becoming, like, what's the word? Rapidly one of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Well,
Alright.
it was already top 10 last week, but if it's at 920, it's almost going to be number one soon.
I haven't checked the ranking recently, but let's see. When was this thing?
Okay,
I
I'll
hope it
do
breaks
the
it down.
research.
Right, this thing is hella recent. This is not the article I initially pulled up, but this is definitely a lot higher than what it was when we last looked. But basically, Marvel, Tuesday. Bottom line, Black Panther is doing very good both domestically and worldwide, which is crazy because China doesn't like black people.
Hey, you want to know what
We know
else
this
is
for sure.
crazy?
What's up?
It's just between Shrek 2 and Two Towers.
Oh my god.
Both fantastic movies for their own merit.
All right.
It passed Beauty and the Beast, which
Okay,
is...
Shrek 2 was iffy. Come on.
I like Shrek 2 better than Shrek 1.
I think you're wrong on so many levels.
I normally
Daniel.
hate pop
Was
culture.
Shrek 2 the one where Puss in Boots got introduced?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, Shrek 2's better.
No.
Because I like I don't like pop culture, but and that sort of thing. But I like how it's like, oh, it's parody pop culture. Look at this.
Somebody once told
But,
me.
Sarah, at the end, the dance number, much better than the end dance number of 1.
Of I'm an Amoeba? I
Pull
don't
me
fucking think so.
inside. Oh. What's up, James?
So it says that for unadjusted, it's 8th, but once you adjust for inflation, it's still actually 41st.
Okay.
Just like
Isn't
how
there a second Puss in Boots coming out on that note, though?
a second what?
Isn't Puss in Boots 2 on the docket soon?
They're making a Puss in Boots 2? I've fallen so far out of what DreamWorks is doing at this point that I have not heard anything about this.
They're going to make another Robots movie.
Really?
I hope so.
I like that movie. I had like a spoon from a cereal box in that movie.
I had the video game for GameCube, and it was garbage.
Well, can all be winners.
Yeah.
Puss in Boots.
It's because it
soundtrack,
had, like,
release,
top-down
reception.
segments, but it was a 3D platformer, like Jack and Daxter, and, like, Crash Bandicoot kind of thing.
I kind of have an itch for those sort of games.
Yeah.
In November 2002, executive producer Guillermo del Toro said that did a couple of script drafts for a sequel to the Chris and Boots movie. Wait,
The Chris and Boots
sorry,
movie.
Chris Miller of Chris and Phil Lord and Chris Miller is doing Puss in Boots, and Guillermo del Toro is an executive producer.
All right.
Yeah, it's coming back December 21st, 2018. That's what Puss in Boots is doing, just in case you're all wondering. Yeah. Speaking of like weird 3D platforms and Crash Bandicoot,
Yeah, go for it.
fucking Nintendo Direct Roundup with a lot of hot news, including stuff that I didn't see coming.
I didn't watch it, to
Well,
be honest.
There's a lot of surprises that I never...
Hey, I feel like
considered
you're
it-
about to have audio in 3 seconds.
Oh, we can this one. What? We can play this one if you want. But the like surprises, yes. It's like Crash Bandicoot coming to PC and Switch. Yep, gonna go block that ad.
Wario Gold.
Fucking hell yeah.
Shit!
Okay, so apparently the Mario Party Top 100 was kind of a shit thing, but also was on 3DS. But I'm fucking WarioWare.
So-
WarioWare is
have-
the absolute bomb.
I love
Sorry.
WarioWare.
I have Mario Party Top 100, and it's got its ups, it's got its downs. For being top 100 minigames, it's fun.
Okay.
And if you like minigames, it's fun.
It's a
But there's
27-minute
literally
video, we're
no
not
board
watching
game
that.
component at all.
Yeah, they take away the entire like a lot of people riff on the car, like in Mario Party 10 and stuff. I don't mind that so much, but the board aspect and rolling the dice is kind of where I've always had the
Yeah.
fun. Now we're just gonna go down the list because this video is like 27 years long, so we're just
Yeah.
not gonna watch
Well,
that.
what I don't like about the new Mario parties is you're all working together and you're
Yeah.
not separate.
There's still a competitive aspect to it though.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
And I think I don't know who said it, but one of the producers kind of made a comment that I'm like, hey, that's totally true. Is that when you're all separated, when one person's turn is happening, everyone else is just kind of like on their phone doing whatever. And I've observed this because I've played Mario
Yeah.
Party with a bunch of animals, and I do like that when everyone's in the car, you're directly being affected at every given moment. But ultimately, the only competitiveness kind of comes from the mini games, I guess, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and that's not what I want.
Yeah, I do want to be able to fuck people over on the board.
I don't play
guess.
fucking Trivial Pursuit because I like trivia. I mean, I like trivia, but I also want to be the first one around the board.
They are making a new Mario Party for the Switch, and I think they're probably going back to grassroots with that one. I'm not too sure. A bunch of stuff. Dylan from Rolling Western. Apparently, this is a really bad game with a really good character, but they keep putting in more games.
Is that the armadillo?
That's the armadillo.
Okay.
Tower defense game.
Luigi's Mansion. Okay, Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon on the
You're
3DS.
just gonna
really
ignore
good.
Mario and Luigi?
I've never played any of the Mario Luigi games.
All right.
If anyone wants to talk about it, go ahead.
No, I
Yeah.
have nothing to say.
Because this is, from what I understand, the same game again with now Bowser's Jr.'s Journey.
Yep.
Okay.
But they're remaking Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS because the
New
sequel
stuff, too.
on the 3DS was good. Okami's coming to the Switch. Put that on everything. Okami's great.
I should really get that for the PlayStation 4.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
Lindsay can abide. Dark Souls amiibo, some stuff there. Sushi Striker, Way of the Sushido.
That game
that
actually
like
looks pretty fun.
Octopath Traveler, more news about that. Travis Strikes Again.
I think they
Showed
spelled it wrong.
Which one?
It says Okotopath.
Sure does.
Oh yeah, it totally does. GameSpot, what are you doing? Travis Strikes Again. I'm really hyped about this. They showed off a bunch of bosses and stuff. Looks really cool. I like all the No More Heroes games. They're fucking really sick. Captain Toad is great. I like
Yep,
that game.
true.
Undertale, it's the same Undertale.
Except
same.
with a Switch.
Sans is going to be in Smash Brothers.
Oh, confirmed.
Crash Bandicoot and Little Nightmares. That's a horror game, which is fantastic because the Switch doesn't have a really big horror install base. South Park is coming to the Switch.
All the Nintendo Direct roundups I've read so far have glossed over and not even mentioned what I thought was the biggest news. I'll wait till we're down the list to see if it's off the bottom, but the stuff I thought was the biggest news personally has not been on any roundup I've seen except Game Explains.
Okay. ARMS Tournament, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, Mario Tennis, Splatoon 2 version 3.0, mentioning a bunch of new maps and stuff, playable Octoling's new DLC campaign, and Super Smash Brothers for the Switch.
I almost feel like I should play Splatoon. I feel like it'd be fun.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I've only played Splatoon 1, and
Okay.
Splatoon 2 is apparently just Splatoon 1 with more. So Splatoon
Yeah,
1
but
is good. That can't
the
be a bad thing.
customization seems like a fun thing.
It's stylish. You can be a stylish ass squid.
Yeah.
So, I know a lot of people who felt that way originally, but the biggest positive I've heard about Splatoon 2 is that mechanically there was some issues with Splatoon 1, and they added stuff like rolling dodges and some additional like movement and mechanics options that apparently are where it shined more than the content in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. I just know for sure that Splatoon 1, even with the motion controls, it was a good time. I didn't have a whole lot of problems with it. I was afraid that the Switch's weird online surface bullshit would kind of make Splatoon 2 kind of, but it's still going strong. It's basically the only competitive shooter to play on the Switch at the moment.
I didn't even know that the Switch had online capabilities, to be honest.
Well,
It's actually quite good.
cool. Yeah, is the app any better? Has the app gotten better? Do you have the app?
You only need the app for some games.
Does
it cost money to play online?
Yes. Has the payment rolled around yet?
So they delayed the payments. The payments, I can't remember if it's coming out in September or next year, but this isn't some PSN bullshit. So it's like $5 for 1 month or $19 for a year, and that includes the free games, just like PSN.
That is comparative to the the $50+ I'm paying for Xbox Live every year. That's a pretty good deal.
And my understanding, based on what they teased, is that I'm not going to say they're new games, but they're new remasters of games. Like the one that they showed off initially was remaking NES games with online play. So you can play, Mario Bros. NES, but like multiplayer online or Balloon Fight, that kind of stuff. So
I am worried.
interesting.
So currently you can play Mario Kart, you can play ARMS, you can play Splatoon, you can play all the online games for free currently, and they work perfectly fine. I'm worried
Right.
that when this thing rolls around, some people are not going to stick around. Because I do believe there is the perception that you're not getting, like if you're already getting the stuff for free, why pay for it later? In spite of the new benefits that come with it, people might say, I'm getting it now, why pay for it? But if the games are good enough that they're going to continue to play them once this thing rolls around, I think we don't have to worry, but either way. I do want to talk about Smash Bros., the big thing on the plate here. A lot of people are saying it's a new game, a lot of people are saying it's a port, and I don't know where to think about that.
So, did you read up about the stuff that Sakurai was talking about?
I know that he's coming back to help for it, but he's not, spearheading this.
So, what they've revealed since that, I don't know if it's a port or not. I don't really know. There's a couple of things that have led me and a lot of other people to believe it's not a port. The first one is that the characters have new designs. In all the previous Smash games, Link has been Twilight Princess,
Yeah, Link
but in the
is
trailer
now-
he's Breath of the Wild
He's not
now.
Breath of the Wild Link.
The second one is that if you watch through the Nintendo Direct, all the copyrights and all the ports have both years, whereas Smash doesn't. And the third one is that
bad.
Sakurai confirmed the development time on this game was actually longer than the 3DS and Wii U ones were. Because
That's a big one.
the development for Wii and 3DS was only 2 years. He said they actually started developing the Switch one prior to the DLC for Wii U even coming out. So it's been in development for 3.5 years.
You know what I like? That this will probably be a really great character as DLC.
I've actually in any fighting game, my favorite thing to do is what we call theory fighting. Because a new game gets announced and you speculate who's going to be in it, what's it going to play like, that sort of thing. And with a lot of new Nintendo IP coming out, you can kind of have a lot of, there's a lot of litter to pick from as far as characters.
I think ARMS is up there for top pick.
I'm thinking it's going to be...
Fair.
Here's the thing. There's probably going to be 2 ARM slots, and Ribbon Girl and Springman are probably going to be 1-slot palette-like costumes,
Yep.
and then 1 different playing character. Probably like Mummy Man or something. I like all the memes where people are photoshopping things
Yep.
into the squid's eyes. So it's Breath of the Wild Link, obviously. I want to point something out here, and I might be just stealing an idea from somebody else, but...
Music's new too.
Okay, down in the bottom corner, that's very clearly Donkey Kong, but it
Yep.
does look like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
So Video Game Donkey put out a trailer analysis. Have you seen it?
It was good, yeah.
And the whole point he's basing off the fact that this is a new Switch game is that the logo is different and that there's like one minute difference. But either way,
The line's missing.
the line's missing.
Yeah.
So it's a new game. I'm actually I'm excited for new Smash Brothers.
Maybe they just couldn't put the line in fire.
It's true. That said, new Smash Brothers, a lot of characters you can pull for them. I'm thinking that Captain Toad finally gets his due.
Hey, what about Mario Tennis though?
Mario
Because that
Tennis-
got announced too, didn't
Mario
it?
Tennis Aces. I haven't played a Mario Tennis since the N64.
Yeah.
I expect there's going to be quite a few cuts from the new Smash 2, though.
I do think the Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS did get a bit bloated in places.
Yeah.
So I think that they're going to cut at least one Fire Emblem character. I think that they will cut Dark Pit. And for licensing reasons, I suspect they may end up cutting some, not maybe all, but some of like Ryu, Cloud, Bayonetta,
Well, I know
Mega
that
Man.
currently, I don't know what this is. Nope. Goodbye. Good night. This is not what I wanted. I wanted a tennis thing. I know that Namco and Nintendo are currently like very, very deep in the pockets of each other as far as development goes. I'm pretty sure all probably like Pac-Man's coming back, and I feel like all the Namco characters or stuff. Like I'm probably getting like a Tekken character, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, Namco's worked on the Pokemon Tekken. Big rumors that Namco's doing Metroid Prime 4.
That's been confirmed, and it's no longer like there was like it's Namco, it's Bandai Namco Taiwan, but now it's like Bankai. That's a thing.
Bankai.
Bandai Namco from Japan is now actually confirmed to have been doing it. I do want. There's a picture someone put up where it was a 8-player Smash that had it had Mario plus all the third-party characters, and I've been kind of thinking, man, that'd be nice if they all came back. I do like the idea of Bayonetta, Ryu, like Pac-Man, Sonic, Mario, all these characters in this game. It's crazy. Get Snake back in there, man. Fucking Solid Snake.
Hey, so quick question: is there like a mechanical difference between Pit and Dark Pit?
Very, very minor differences, but the moves are identical in a way.
Oh,
Like identical, like they have similar moves that function differently, and they have different attack values and strengths and
So
stuff.
like, there's the idea of clones in fighting games.
Right.
There's a lot of clones in Smash, actually. Dark Pit and Pit are the least differentiated of any of them.
Like I will say, like fucking throw Marth in the trash. Just keep Lucina. Don't have them both.
True.
Because I like Lucina better than Marth.
But
we
I like
didn't need
Roy
6.
better than Marth.
We didn't need 6 Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
Well, no, like I would keep Robin, I would keep Ike, I keep Lucina, and I keep the dragon one.
Corn.
Corn,
right.
yes,
I
keep
forgot
those
that
guys because
Ike
those are all 4 unique playing characters, and then every other one, Ike or Roy. Like, yeah, you have Roy in there, I guess.
No, because Roy's pretty similar to Ike
Yeah,
and the playstyle.
the
anyway.
fire and everything. Yeah, I guess I like Ike because he's buff, man. I like Ike.
Yeah, he does have some good arms.
Speaking of liking things, I have nothing on the docket that pertains to liking things, but
Can I rant about Nintendo Direct?
oh, yeah, go ahead,
yeah.
go ahead.
So,
Do I need to bring something up?
if you want.
I'll just start typing something.
So, biggest thing for me, Nintendo Direct, Smash is like good, but we kind of knew it was coming too, and like hype. The one thing that I didn't expect to be coming, that for me as a Kirby fan is amazing,
Oh,
the new
right.
Kirby DLC. You can play as the bad guys.
So this is where I got to. I didn't know what you were gonna be talking about.
I
so
just want to say that
Soup song.
DLC for Kirby looks great. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, you can play as Marks, man. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I know, right? That actually made me think that Marks would be dope in Smash.
Seeing like Ricky and all them just kind of fucking running around, and I'm like, oh, those guys are cute. I like those guys. Bring them back. Have a assist trophy of Ricky.
Yeah.
Have the weird like jellyfish with a bow. I don't remember her name.
Choo Choo.
David. Yes. Choo Choo. I'm throwing names out. Speaking of throwing names out, here's a name for you. Here's an editorialized headline I've got for you. Fish fucker wins Oscar. So the Oscars were last week or something. I don't really care. No one seems to follow those things anymore. But the bottom line is, more than anything, and more than Guillermo winning his Oscar, more than Konami throwing away their potential chance to work with an Academy Award-winning director, more than that, I want to talk about how the Academy Awards have always been this kind of boys' club as far as like nominations and picks.
A little bit.
But I think this might have, I might have started to see this shift first when Mad Max got nominated for an Academy Award. Maybe even back when Transformers got nominated for an Academy Award. But there is a shift.
Bad
a very
choice.
subtle shift. Where now, I think people are actually watching all the movies, and they're actually nominating the good movies. Because, like, if this movie had come out 5 years ago, I don't think Guillermo would have gotten anything for this.
Oh, a weird sci-fi movie? That's crazy to me that won.
And, like,
Not saying it's bad, but...
Pan's Labyrinth got a lot of nominations, but as far as I can tell, it didn't win anything. And it only got nominated for like effects and that sort of thing, which rightly so, it's a good looking movie. But this year you got Shape of Water. You got Get Out getting up there for Best Picture. And, like, the Academy, a bunch of crunchy old white dudes probably like, maybe I won't give it to this man, but Jordan Peele still got up there and won his Academy Award for Best Screenplay. Best Original
It is interesting
Screenplay.
that, like, a sci-fi movie won it, because it's usually some fucking dramatic, like, human drama, you know?
Ryan
That has
Gosling.
nothing to do with
is
any
probably in it.
sci-fi.
To be fair, it's not, having not seen it, looking from the outside in, this movie seems like a stereotypical dramatic romance movie
Actually,
with a fish man.
I was going to bring that up. It is basically just like that love story, but the guy's a fish, and she's deaf.
It's really disconcerting, honestly. Like, you're rooting for the fish man, but you're also kind of really creeped out by him at the same time.
Everyone I've talked to who has actually seen the movie said that it ended up actually being surprisingly violent compared to what they expected.
Yeah, it was pretty violent.
Well, there's a big joke going on right now about how, like, movies have no ratings. You'll never be able to tell what's in a movie, because there was a post going around on Tumblr where it's like, don't watch this movie, a cat gets graphically eaten and there's sex.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was this in this movie. No one told me there was going to be in this movie. It's like, it's rated R. It's an R-rated movie.
The cat gets got by the fish man, but, like, you're not even mad because he didn't know. He didn't know it was a pet. He didn't know.
I think I'd have trouble watching that scene
He
for
thought
sure.
it was food.
Eggs are food. Not cats.
Well,
Eggs could,
didn't
cats could be
know.
food.
Let's go
also,
ahead.
you know, what I liked about this movie is that, like, in the very intro part, it's showing the protagonist, the woman, like, her, like, ritual when because she does a night shift, when she gets up and stuff. She just full-on, like, jacks it in the bathtub, and it
Nice.
shows it, and it was like, oh.
Also, I'd like to take this moment to announce my new cat farm, because cats are food.
Whoa.
No!
Hold on a second.
No!
I
Nice
don't like,
lean meat, boys.
I don't like how fucking with Google I can't just open an image anymore. I have to go to the website to open the image, but I guess we're making cat farms for this guy now.
Hey, so I didn't
the
tell
shit outta
you,
here.
but Alf was also signed as a licensing for me.
Really?
Yeah, so you owe me 25 cents.
Fuck. God damn it.
So, one thing I'm thinking of related to what you said with the ratings thing, this is a throwback to the first podcast that were done, but like, I don't remember if it was ESRB in North America or just in general. A bunch of rating boards have now decided they're actually putting microtransactions on the rating labels.
The
Yeah.
ESRB bucks.
What?
Not.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, when it says, like, contains, you know, nudity, violence, and that, they're adding in microtransactions as one of the advisory warnings on ratings.
This is not. The ESRB did not want to do this, and you can tell by the response they wrote up, where it's like, we believe that these things are harmless in a way, and they can be self-governed by themselves, but due to the urging of certain senators, we have decided to include this thing on the label. And yeah, man, a certain senator, I forget her name, I'll try and look her up, but she very pointedly said, hey, listen, fuckos, you better do something about this, otherwise the government will come in and regulate and make video games worse for everybody. Senator.
And also the person in Hawaii.
Yes, well, that guy straight up and down, like, yeah, we should regulate this shit. And the whole state of Hawaii is probably just like, I think they're all on board for that sort of thing. And it's only going to take a few states to flip this switch and say, you know what, we regulate it, because if they do, if a few states have to, they're going to have to develop that for every other state in the goddamn thing, just to, like, 'cause no one's going to waste time to develop 2 different versions for 3 states. They're going to make one thing for the entire United States.
See, now the biggest thing for me is what's considered a microtransaction. A loot box or DLC?
In this particular statement, the idea was random based fucking, like, it was worded in a way that if you're playing Destiny and you're just shooting a guy and the loot that drops, or
Right.
like Borderlands, the loot that drops, was kind of like they could govern that under this whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because, like, if you buy the DLC, you're getting extra weapons, but randomly.
I think this is February 15th. It all seems
In
like
that
this
kind
is
of
way
game,
too.
anyway.
There was I'm trying to find a fucking ESRB statement on this. ESRB statement.
Seems like a bad thing.
Yeah.
Hey, in other news, Trump's tariffs didn't go through for Mexico and Canada. Still in debates for other countries. Trump's a fucking dickhead. Assassinate him. Or give me the bullet and the plane ticket, and I'll go do it myself.
Okay, can I be honest here? I'm so surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Honestly.
A little bit.
He hasn't even been pied yet.
Fucking and.
No shoes thrown at him?
Yeah.
His dumbass is just on a golf course the whole time. Nobody can get to him. He doesn't do anything.
You see
Not
how,
if you snipe him from a
expecting, like-
helicopter.
I'm expecting, like, a spy comes in with, like, the, like, scope in the head of the club, and then like the bullet goes down the shaft of the golf club.
Oh.
Did you know he recently got a bunch of presidential seals to slap on like golf courses and shit around his golf course, which is like directly in violation of the Constitution?
He's done a lot of things directly in violation.
Also, he drinks like 15 Diet Cokes per day.
Apparently, I love this Trump speculation thing, but apparently he is a walking fast food nightmare.
So here's the thing: his doctor actually told him to start eating more healthy.
No,
because
don't
he
do
might
it,
die.
Donald. Don't do it, Donald. Eat all the Big Macs.
Eat
enlarged
your
heart desires.
Eat your crustless pizza.
So Patricia Vance was the senator who created this call to action on the ESRB, and they have been copacetic about it. Either way, that's how that's going for the ESRB. Microtransactions are a thing, everybody. Now in related news.
Oh.
Why?
Because it's his favorite fucking bit, and I don't understand why.
Alright, that's enough. Anyway, moving on.
We didn't even start.
Too late. Bad news. Bad news or worse news?
Whatever.
Worst news.
Wait, you both said it. Everyone said different things.
Worst news.
Okay, bad news it is.
Alright.
It's gone. PlayStation Plus is dropping PlayStation 3 and Vita games in 2019.
Surprise! Vita's a garbage system.
I'm surprised they're still making things for that Vita anyway.
Yeah.
Like, Sony is the only person not talking about the Vita. Every third-party developer is like, yeah, we're making Vita games. Sony's like, what's a Vita?
The craziest thing to me is it's got a touchscreen on the back and the front.
So here's the through line of this article is that through PlayStation Plus, you are eligible for free games every month, including a back catalog of PlayStation 3 and Vita games if you have the system available to play that. Lindsay recently played through Catherine and Journey on her PlayStation 4, both PlayStation 3 games, both good games.
Journey's
both
a
great games.
Yeah, both are great games, and the thing about this is that very little people use this feature, and I'm kind of surprised that like once Sony announced this is probably when there's no backlash now, but Sony announced this, people are like, oh, I could do that? People realize they can use this feature and then potentially go back and inflate the numbers to keep this going.
Every month, I would just go in and start the download, even if I didn't play the game, just so I had it in my library.
Mm-hmm. And there, like, the PS3 has a huge catalog, some good, some bad, but like, there's a lot of good stuff in there, and it rotates out, and who knows what you might get.
Bloodborne's up for free this month.
Well, I was going to say, in response to that, the PlayStation Plus is going to be offering 2 free PlayStation 4 games, as opposed to, I think it was only 1 plus the PlayStation 3 games, so...
Well, it was 1 large game and then a small indie game, and usually the indie games were garbage.
Nintendo's been doing an interesting thing with their indie stuff, because there was a statement coming out of Nintendo recently where, like, in Japan, indie is kind of a, like, equivocable to garbage or don't play.
Okay.
So Nintendo's like, we're not going to classify things as indie. We have video games on our system. So
small third party.
Yeah. So like, if it's an indie game, we're not going to call it indie. It's just going to go up on the Switch, which is both a good thing and a bad thing because like Celeste is shining on the Switch currently. James can attest to that. But there's also a lot of garbage on the Switch currently. But I like the stance they're making where it's like, we're not going to cordon off the indies to their own special part. We're going to have them front and center on the screen where you see them.
I was genuinely surprised. So I went on to the Switch eShop just the other day when they announced they had some sales and stuff around 1 year. There's over 500 games on the Switch already.
Whoa. Hey, can I point something out from that last article? It's fine. Because it was in the top right.
Yeah.
But Xbox One joining cross-platform play for Fortnite. Mm-hmm. PlayStation still not included because Sony's a little bitch.
The interesting thing about that, so again, I'm bringing up Rocket League, the car soccer game, has cross compatibility between Xbox, PC, and Switch.
Yeah.
But Sony's like, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, because Sony's the worst. They also won't let you change your username because they're afraid of getting hacked again.
And apparently they're making headway with that.
They better.
Yeah, they're getting close, they say, but like apparently the inability to change your name is so rooted in the infrastructure of their entire like thing that they've internally tried it and changed the username. Fucks over so much shit.
I just don't want to be that one guy 94 anymore.
That one guy.
So I got my PS4 a couple months ago.
Yeah.
My first Sony game console, but I've lived with people who had one before and that kind of stuff. So I had an account. I didn't even remember the name. I tried to create my new account, and it's like, oh, you have an existing account. And
you couldn't make a new one.
And then Gandalf...
stuff that I bought on it.
Gandalf is like, I have no memory of this place.
I forgot what the name was, so it's not like it's bad. I'm not going to say what it is on the stream, but I would like to change it.
I have a PlayStation account, and I've bought Twisted Metal DLC on it that I'm never going to use again. and it's out there somewhere.
Hey, you know what's a good game though? Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal 2013 is a good game.
Yeah,
It's a difficult game, but it's a good game. I like how they made Sweet Tooth into a transformer. You just turn into a thing and fly around. It's fantastic.
I just think it's ridiculous that you have like psycho clowns and other psycho killers crashing in cars.
And you flaming chainsaws.
Good times.
Good game. All right, here's not the last story, but the second last story for the day.
All right. What a good story.
All right, now here's the real last story for the day, and this is a bit of a doozy. Yakuza 6 demo allowed players to enjoy the full game.
I'm so mad that I missed out on that.
Sega Steps In after a PlayStation Store gaffe. Now, I want to point a few things out here in that so Sega tried something here that I don't think any other company's ever really done, and they tried. So basically, there never was a demo version. There was always the full game of Yakuza 6 on the store. However, there was a lock in place where after you complete the first chapter, you cannot play the game anymore. Once the game unlocks and you buy it, you can just play it for free. Or not for free, you can just play the whole thing where you left off.
That idea makes a lot of sense to me because preloading's become a big thing now. And they made it so that essentially the demo was the preload. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to, you just pressed a button in game and then it was unlocked.
From what I've come to understand in game development, creating a specific build to be a demo is a lot of work, which is why a lot of games don't even have demos anymore.
Right.
So what Sega wanted to do is kind of cut out the middleman. And of course, this is a different version from the Gold Master 1-to-1, like whatever version. It had to have been. But this is literally the full game feature complete, and someone just decided to upload the one that was not the one with the lock. It was the full game, and oops, someone's getting fired for this.
Actually, so I read about this. It wasn't that they uploaded the wrong version. They actually did upload the version with the lock. The idea was that it was preloaded with the demo, and then you could keep it. The issue was that the lock wasn't as expansive as they'd hoped, so there was ways to get around it. It did exist, and it would successfully come up, but the person who made the version hadn't played the game thoroughly enough, and they only covered the main ways to get through, but there was other ways to get around.
In response to this, Sony has apparently revoked any trophies and progress people have on this game. Or I don't know about progress, but trophies for sure have been revoked. Apparently, if you buy the game and play it, you probably will be able to continue with your cloud save, and all your trophies will probably pop right then and there. But yeah, this is certainly a big fuck up, and Yakuza is certainly a niche franchise.
I think it's cool as shit though.
It's a niche franchise here.
Yes,
it's one of the biggest in Japan.
But like the success of Yakuza 0 and Kiwami 2 and everything is certainly it's certainly like hopeful, because I've been a fan of the series. I've never played one, but I've always like loved them. I love how wacky they are. I love Mark Hamill in the English dub of fucking Yakuza 1, and I love Majima. Maybe my favorite character in anything anywhere.
And I love watching the Super Best Friends play.
They're good playthroughs.
I have two things if it's okay.
Well, yeah. I do want to just say, like, with this,
the
point I wanted to make was I do sincerely hope that people go and play and buy this game, even if they've played through the entire thing pro bono. Like, just go ahead and Sega wants to gauge interest in the West. I think this might have actually been a good way to say, yeah, people are interested in this game. We're just not making any money off it. So if you did do this, if you got in and got this exploit, go ahead and maybe kick them a little bit of money, because it's a good series, and I want to actually play them someday. Anyway, go ahead, James.
So the first one with Yakuza is the thing that I always thought was cool is
Go ahead.
The one thing that Yakuza does more than almost any other game is the depth of the game. Like, one feature that's been in all the games that I think is just fucking incredibly cool. You can go to the arcade. Every single game's fully playable. You want to play, a claw game, Taiko Drum Master, all that stuff.
With
the full games are there.
With Yakuza 6, you can play local Virtua Fighter 5, or online play, and that's pretty cool.
Online play too?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, some guy, like, if you go online, it'll matchmake, and then some guy will sit down to the cabinet next to you, or on the other side, because that's how the candy cabs work, and they'll just play a game.
Yeah.
I like how in Yakuza 0, it's a game about real estate. So you go bowling, you score a turkey, someone gives you a chicken, you call it Nugget, and it becomes your real estate manager.
What?
Yeah. They're like, here, have this turkey, and they give you a live chicken. They're like, this is a chicken. It's like, yeah, sorry. And then you call it Nugget, and then it becomes part of your real estate team.
Wow, I did not know that.
Also, the Majima Anywhere system, where you're just walking around and Majima shows up and fights you, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. These guys, the Yakuza...
I must have missed something. It's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The Yakuza team actually ended up... they just released in Japan the Hokuto no Ken game, which is basically just Yakuza, but with Fist of the North Star shit. So you got Kenshiro going around punching people till they blow up. It's fantastic. I gotta find a gif of him just fucking shaking the drink. Typing on this thing is horrible.
The second thing I wanted to bring up, though, in related to what you're talking about with the separate builds, Kirby, the new Kirby game, did the exact same thing. you couldn't actually play it, but literally the entire game's files were there to the point that they were dumped and the entire plot and all the character assets and music was revealed.
That's rough.
Yep.
That was on, which system was that on?
You can skip
The new Kirby game.
Which system? Switch, okay.
Yeah.
They're making headway with the Switch cracking, aren't they? Woo, too loud.
Actually, the first builds of Switch emulators are out.
Yeah, I've heard. Which is nuts to think about, because as far as like release to crack, this is, well, it's just barely under a year. If it's been what, 2 months since the cracks happened first, or
About that, yeah.
yeah. Like Xbox 360 still hasn't been cracked fully yet, and that's 2 generations away, or well, I guess 1 generation away.
And in the meanwhile, we use better emulation than the actual hardware.
Man, I love just the fucking all the gifs of Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. Were like, all right, I'm playing as CJ from. No, I'm playing as Shrek. My Link is Shrek now. God, I love Fist of the North Star.
The thing that bugs me with a lot of like the old action movies and stuff like Fist of the North Star, there's a crowd of like 40 people there, and they're going like 1 or 2 at a time.
Yep.
Don't you think you could just like literally rush and curb stomp them out?
Well, every time Ken does fight more than like one person, he takes them out. Like it's the Power Rangers thing where you fight a million putties, they all go down like easy, but at the moment it's 1-on-1, that's when you have a problem. So like Ken can fight through like 80 different there he is, shake that drink, yeah!
That's fantastic.
So this is something I've noticed. I don't know if our listeners will agree. I've noticed this through the podcast. When Daniel does his excited laugh, it actually reminds me of Jerry Seinfeld's voice.
Whoa! Hey,
Like, you actually sound like Jerry Seinfeld.
Lindsay told me the other day that she likes my Jewish boyfriend impression. I'm like, what? My talking voice? It's unfortunate, but
When
apparently
you do like, ah, thing,
Yeah.
you sound like Seinfeld.
he blew up. He's already dead.
And then
Oh my god.
Have you guys seen the fucking pictures of the modern day Seinfeld people where they all look like?
Yes.
Yeah, it's nightmare.
bad.
It's nightmare, right? I gotta find that picture because it's fucking great. It's a nightmare. It's a horrible, horrible nightmare. Oh, look at this picture of Michael B. Jordan. It looks like a cute person. I gotta credit the artist here. Oh, it's not loading. Never mind. Sorry, artist. Nothing loads for you. Basically, that's everything I had on tap here. So I'm just gonna show this fucking picture, and then we're gonna call it.
Is that the Mario picture again?
No, it's not the Mario picture again. I was tempted, but I closed that tab.
It's a good bit.
I gotta find a picture of all the fucking the Seinfeld people.
And Willem Dafoe.
No, this is just a picture of Naruto in the fucking closet.
Same thing.
It's not Naruto.
It's true!
It is true. Yeah, I bring it back over while I can find it. Close! You damn thing, I hate you. Oh, that cat on the light post, fantastic stuff. I'm just yelling things I saw on the internet today, I guess.
Michael, you gonna get the Naruto Ninja Storm trilogy?
No, because I've played 3 of them, and I don't feel like I need to own them because I've watched the anime like 2 times.
That's dedication.
It is.
Now, I'll be honest, every time I play them, they're really fun games, and I'm kind of wondering maybe I should get in on this and learn a thing or two.
They're really great.
Get the trilogy for
Also,
Switch, man.
the 3rd one is the best one. Let me just throw that one out there.
I also might say something in that I've been kind of tempted to just go back and watch a bunch of like the old anime, like, and by anime I mean like Dragon Ball. Because Dragon Ball Z... Okay, so the Giant Bomb guys launched a podcast called All Systems Goku, wherein they watch Dragon Ball Z Kai and just recap it, and I'm like, oh, fucking yeah, Dragon Ball's super fucking hype. And watching people, or listening to people get hype on Dragon Ball after playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z is like, yeah, I want to do that. That sounds fun. So anyway, this is just... Here you go, some fucking Seinfeld pictures for you. Never mind, it's not loading. Never mind, it's not loading.
Oh, what the fuck? She has a shaved head?
Hold
I
on,
like
we're
how you
getting
go
there.
to Lindsay's blog for this.
Oh, I have seen that one. Okay, yeah, that's a good bit.
Wait.
That man bun hurts, though.
It reminds me of people I've seen before. Yeah, that's George.
Obey shirt.
So the one that gets me is Kramer coming up right here. Yeah, that's the most dedication.
He was pretty gangster.
Put
That's
into there.
quite a twist.
Oh.
Also, Obey, not inherently a bad brand. The people who wear it, bad people.
Lindsay just sent me a message on Facebook saying that was the worst post ever. Shout out to Lindsay. Anyway, I think that's about going to do it for us. We'll just ruminate on this picture of Alf, and we'll say, "I have control. You cannot tell me what
Did you guys
to
actually
do."
watch Elf as a kid?
I did.
No.
No,
Yeah,
I had an
I did.
Alf doll, and it was creepy.
So did we!
Really?
That's weird as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Alf is one of those things that was on Family Channel. Weirdly enough.
He
I-
eats cats!
I actually have another story I wanted to bring up quickly that you just reminded me of.
Sure.
So I don't know the exact reasoning for this, but there's this YouTube channel called Encore Plus that bought out a ton of Canadian TV content,
Okay.
and they've been uploading all old Family Channel shows in full to YouTube.
Really?
And, like, that kind of old stuff. So, like, they put up, like, all of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh!
Yo!
The
Fuck
sound.
Did I find Phil of the Future? Remember that
No.
one?
It's... none of it's Disney licensed stuff. It's all, like, the Family Channel original.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's this old show, Mentors, I used to watch that was filmed at Edmonton.
Mentors, yeah.
I went back to... The reason you brought it up is because... Also, like Alf, I went back to rewatch a lot of these shows recently. They are not nearly as good as I remember them being.
Okay, but Are You Afraid of the Dark
Although-
has not lost any quality at all?
Are You Afraid of the
garbage.
Dark was decent.
It's good!
Mentors sucks in going back to it. We ended up watching Degrassi and it was better than I remember.
Is Mentors the one with the 2 kids?
They could like bring people from the past into the future.
Was
Yeah,
Even
and
Stevens
there's like a
one of
boy and a
those?
girl.
No, Ivan Stevens was Disney for sure.
It's kind of like Wishbone, Mentors in a way.
I know so many people who never watched Wishbone.
Too many.
Do you guys
cups.
remember how I lost my train of thought and it's gone, so I'll never bring it back?
Okay,
I forgot what I was
gonna say. Hey, Allison from AJ and Ellie is in that show.
Yeah, that was just a last minute
concept.
thing, but if you guys like old Canadian television content, it's being uploaded daily on this
I
channel
love-
Encore Plus.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? It's the best.
Not Surf Hotties 101, though. That's where you find Phil of the Future.
Someone else just put up all of That's So Raven on YouTube, so
That was so Raven.
yeah.
But then Corey came over and it was his house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure was.
But she's back.
And that's a Raven?
Well, the new show Raven's Home.
Oh.
Are you-
What?
But she's so old now.
Is she on The View still?
Her and Chelsea are like single mothers, and they come back and they're the parents in
But
the
she's
show.
a lesbian. Not
They're-
canonically.
They're-
They're
yes.
parents in the show now. It's the whole like Girl Meets World
Okay,
thing.
and what the hell, James? What are you talking about? This is not a sitcom.
Raven's Home?
Ravenholm. The place from Fallout 2 where all the
dude.
zombies are.
Please no.
Anyway,
That was a good joke.
yeah, that's gonna do it for us here.
That's a week.
I forgot what I was gonna say, and I don't remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna look up Zix for a while, but I think we're not. You know,
What is Zix?
Zix was a show where you die in the game, you die for real.
Sword Art Online?
Yes. Or maybe I'm spelling it wrong, but it was a YTV program, and the kid who played Max from Beyblade was in it.
Oh, that's the best Beyblade series too.
Yeah, and it's Zix YTV show. There's 2 X's in Zix. That's why I'm losing my mind. Zix on the Zixipedia. Just kidding, it's Wikipedia.
Sixpedia.
Yeah, so it's called Zix Level 1, so it's literally just
Go to
Ready
Google
Player One.
Images.
Hold on, gallery.
Oh, it's YTV. That's why I never saw it.
Gallery. Show me a fucking gallery. Fine, you know what? Whatever, I don't care. Zix Level 1. Oh, episode 1, hell yeah!
Oh my
That
god.
is familiar.
Funky.
This looks like a machinima.
So the thing
does.
is, like, it was meant to look like a video game, but then it was also live action shit. Look
Oh,
at this
I've
guy.
seen that. I've seen this.
Wacky.
Goodbye. So they it literally looks like they filmed this inside an MMO, right?
Yeah.
I like the games where I can restart them when I die. Yeah, fuck you. I remember that
impressive.
one line exclusively. Alright, anyway, I mean this for real. I have the controls to let us out of this.
Yeah,
nightmare.
we're done.
Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
okay.
Have a good one, guys.
I lost my mouse. There it is. Alright. I'm gonna kill the stream first. Goodbye, stream audience. All 0 of you. Hey guys, remember that Mario picture?